Good morning, students. In the previous class, you have studied the accounting treatment of goodwill, that entries, how to pass the journal entries. So all entries I have already given. Now take some practical question on it. It's very easy that you have, if you are knowing the journal entries of that, then practical question on the goodwill premium, accounting treatment of goodwill, you can do it easily. So I'm just going to take one question of your book, that is question number 19th B. As K and Y partners in a firm sharing profits in 3:2 ratio, they admitted Z as a new partner for 1/3 share in the profit of the firm. Z acquired his share from K and Y in a 2:3 ratio. J bought rupees 80,000 for his capital and rupees 30,000 for his 1/3 share as premium for goodwill. What we have to do? We have to calculate the new profit sharing ratio of K, Y and Z and passing the necessary journal entries in the books of the firm. See how to solve the question if this type of questions are asked. You have to pass journal entry, then working note is there. As he is bringing in cash 80,000 and 30,000 as goodwill premium, his share. So cash or bank account debit, as 80,000 is there, we will write bank account. Bank account debit to Z's capital. To goodwill premium. Account 80,000, 30,000. This is 1,10,000. Nothing is written about it, so the whole amount will be retained by the firm. You will write the narration in it. Being capital and goodwill premium brought in by the Z. And second entry will pass goodwill premium account debit to K's capital account and to Y's capital account. This 30,000 will be divided between K and Y in their sacrificing ratio. Now we will do working note in order to find the sacrificing ratio, in which ratio they will share this goodwill premium. As it is given, Z is entered in the firm for 1/3 share, which he acquires from K and Y in 2:3 ratio. So how much he's acquiring from K and Y mean how much K is sacrificing and Y is sacrificing. So K's sacrifice that is 1/3 into 2/5, 3/15, and Y's sacrifice 3 by 5 into 1 by third, 3 by 15. It's 2 by 15, 2 by 15 and 3 by 15. New ratio of K 3 by 5 minus 2 by 15. So 15 is LCM. 7 by 15. Y is new ratio. 2 by 5 minus 3 by 15. Three by 15, and Z as he entered for 1/3, equalize denominator and numerator both into 5, that is 5 by 15. New ratio is NR is equal to 7:3:5. So the sacrificing ratio is 2 by 15 and 3 by 15, that is 2:3. So 30,000 will be divided into 2:3. 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. 12,000 and 18,000. This is the division of goodwill premium between the whole partners in their sacrificing ratio. Now we'll take the another example, that is example number 21. This example was 19B, which you have already solved. This was 19B. Now example number 21, where the partner, new partner or coming partner is not able to bring the cash for his share in goodwill. And that question number 21, A, B and C were partners in a firm sharing profit losses, the ratio of 3:2:1. They admitted D into partnership with 1/4 share, which he acquires from A and B in the ratio of 2:1, meaning C is not sacrificing. On D's admission, the goodwill of the firm is valued at ₹6 lakhs. However, D is unable to bring his share of goodwill in cash. Pass necessary generalities and also calculate the profit of the sharing ratio. Now, here we have to pass only the entry for goodwill. See, the value of goodwill is ₹6 lakhs. Then D's share as goodwill premium, as he entered for 1/4 share only, that is 6 lakhs into 1/4, 1,50,000. He should bring, but he is not bringing it. If the partner do not bring the goodwill premium in cash for his share, then that should be debited to his current account, and we will pass here the entry D's current account debit to A's capital and B's capital, because C is not sacrificing. A's capital to B's capital account. This 1,50,000 will be divided between these two partners. Now, in which ratio? As D entered for 1/4 share and he acquiring from A and B, the ratio of 2:1, means that is 2:1. Sacrificing ratio is 2:1. 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. 1,50,000. How to calculate the new ratio? Calculation of new ratio D entered for 1 by 4th share, A sacrifices 1/4 into 2 by 1, 2 by 4. B sacrifices 1/4 into 1 by, this is 2 by 3, 2 by 12, 1/4 into 1 by 3, 1 by 12. So A's new ratio old ratio was 3 by 6, 3 by 6 minus 2 by 12, 4 by 12. B's new ratio 2 by 6 minus 1 by 12, 3 by 12. C's new ratio 1 by 6 or 2 by 12, and D's 1/4 he entered, that is either 3 by 12. So new ratio is of A, B, C and D 4:3:2:1. This is the new ratio. This is the entry, and you are aware about it, how to pass the journal entries for goodwill payment. You know the treatment of accounting treatment of goodwill. So it is better you solved all the questions of it. If there is there any problem, then you can consult me and can ask the question. Now, next adjustment, if the partner is admitted. When a partner is admitted, as we know, that there is change in profit sharing ratio and accounting treatment of goodwill, which we learned. Now, the revaluation of assets and liabilities. The revaluation of assets and liabilities. What is the meaning of it? When a new party is admitted, it becomes necessary, it becomes essential to revalue the assets and liabilities. Because partner is admitted, he also very much eager to know the real value of the assets and liabilities. What is the actual or fetching value of that assets and liabilities appearing in the books of accounts? So at the time of admission, whatever assets and liabilities appearing in the books and their value, that should be revalued. At the time, and when the assets and liabilities are revalued, the value of the assets might be increased or decreased. Likewise, liabilities might be decreased or increased. That increase and decrease causes the benefit or loss to the firm. And now the question is, how the value of assets increases or decreases? That depends on the time as well as the maintenance of the asset. If the asset is properly maintained and that was operated carefully, then the life of the assets may save. And after some period of time, if that is valued properly, it may show that some more life is remained than the expected life. जितना जीवन काल है उससे ज्यादा जीवन अभी बचा हुआ है. It means the assets will work more time period than the expected, so the value of the assets will increase. If that asset was operated carelessly, the life of the assets may reduce and the value assets will also be reduced. There are so many reasons of decrease or increase in the value of the asset. At the time of admission or retirement or death, the assets and as liabilities must be revalued to present the true and fair value. True and fair values, every business expect that the value of asset liabilities must be presented at its true value or fair values. So this is done because of the passage of time. जैसे जैसे संपत्ति आप यूज करते, प्रॉपर्टी यूज करते हो, टाइम इज पासिंग, द वैल्यू ऑफ एसेट्स इंक्रीजेस और the life of the assets may decrease. But if that is properly maintained and carefully operated, then the life may be extended, and that extension of the life causes the increase in the value of the asset. It is necessary to revalue because the benefit or loss on that revaluation of his liabilities should not be given or that is not suffered to the new partner. Mean, if there is loss on revaluation, new partner will not suffer the loss. But if there is benefit on the revaluation of asset liabilities, obviously the new partner will also be not benefited from that profit. So that should be given only and only to the old partners in their old ratio. Now, what is revaluation account? Revaluation account is an account which is prepared to revalue the assets and liabilities at the time of change in partnership. Say, in case of admission, retirement, and death of the partner, when the revaluation takes place. And this is done with the help of account, new account, which is said as or called as revaluation account or profit loss adjustment account. So what entries are passed in that regard? How the entries are passed? You see it here. Very first entry, if value of assets increases as assets value is increasing, that asset should be debited, that concerned assets account debit, we name that asset which the asset is increasing to revaluation account, or you can write profit loss adjustment account. Second, if value of assets decreases, revaluation account debit to assets account. Third, if value of liabilities increases, should always be credited. Liabilities account debit to revaluation account. If value of liabilities decreases, the liabilities account debit to revaluation account. Liabilities increases, revaluation account debit to liabilities account. These entries are passed. Now, if there is profit or loss on the revaluation, I am writing upside if there is profit. If profit on revaluation, then revaluation account debit to old partners capital account. On the other hand, if there is loss on revaluation, reverse that entry, old partners capital account debit to revaluation account. That is the entries passed in the case of revaluation. Now we'll take the one question on it, and then after the several other items we will see one by one. Now the question, I am going to take one question of your book regarding revaluation. Question number 39. And that I am taking only to illustrate you how to solve it. That is simple, easy journal entries. 39. Pass journal entries to record the following transactions on the admission of a new partner. 39. Land and building is undervalued by 2 lakhs. Stock is overvalued by 20%. Provision to be made for compensation of 20,000 to an ex-employee. These items have been given. Now first entry we will take one by one as we pass. Land and building is undervalued by 2 lakhs. Mean earlier in the balance sheet, land and building was appearing less 2 lakhs. Mean that was undervalued. Now it should be increased. It should be increased. This is the meaning of it. इसको बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. Then we will write land and building account debit to revaluation account. 2 lakhs. Second, stock is overvalued by 20%. This was overvalued by 20% and the book value of the stock is 60,000. Book value of the stock is 60,000 appearing. Overvalued by 20,000. Now how will you calculate it? Simple. See, 60,000 including 20% increased value. So this is if the original cost was 100, then it was 20% increased, so that 120% is equal to 60,000. That is 20 by 120, 10,000 increased. Again, understand it. 60,000 value appearing in the books after 20% overvaluation. Mean if the original amount is rupees 100, then 20% overvalued over this is 120. Then at this value it is appearing here. So 120 is equal to 60,000. Then 20 is equal to 60,000 into 20 upon 120. 10,000 increased value. Right here, revaluation account debit. It should be decreased. Revaluation account debit. To stock 10,000. Next is provision to be made for compensation of 20,000 to an ex-employee. The provision, if the provision is created, that always be credited. Revaluation account debit to provision for compensation. $20,000. Now next is sundry debtors appeared in the books. Rupees 1,50,000. They are estimated to product not more than 1,30,000. Mean 20,000 will become bad. 20,000 become bad. That is doubtful amount. So here we will pass the entry. Revaluation account debit to provision, because expected it is written, estimated written, so that it is in future it is estimated. Estimated amount will be always be provided by the business from the profit. That is provision for doubtful debts or bad debts. 20,000. 20,000. Next is creditors include an amount 10,000 received as commission. Creditors commission was received, the entry should be cash account debit to commission account, but was recorded as creditors in place of commission. Mean in place of income to be increased, liability was increased, so liability should be reduced, that is to be debited. Creditors account debit to revaluation account. The amount is 10,000. Now it is a bills of exchange of 40,000 which was previously discounted with the banker was dishonored, but no entry has been passed. Now remember your 11th class bills of exchange. Previously discounted. When the discounted bill is dishonored, what entry you have to pass? What entry should be passed? When the bill discounted, dishonored, what entry will passes? Debtors account debit to bank account. So here we'll pass debtors account debit to bank account. It is not concerned with the revaluation account. Debtors account debit to revaluation account. Sorry, debtors account debit to bank account. The amount is 40,000. One thing you remember, revaluation account is a nominal account. Only increase or decrease in the true value of assets liabilities will be shown, mean profit or loss on the due to the increase or decrease in the value of the assets. All nominal items should be taken in it. So this entry is related only to the debtors account debit to bank account, because it does not affect the revaluation account. Now next is value of machinery is to be decreased to 1,20,000. Book value is given 2 lakhs. Then 80,000 will be reduced. Now next entry, I am passing up upside, I am erasing it. That is 7th entry. Machinery decreased to 120. Revaluation account debit to machinery $80,000, because it is written to 120. From 2 lakhs it should be bring at 1,20,000, mean 80,000 is to be reduced. And last is value of machinery is to be decreased by 1,20,000. By here it is written, so it will be reduced by 1,20,000. 1,20,000 to be reduced. Here we will pass for 8th entry, revaluation account debit to machinery 1,20,000. Now while solving the question, you must keep in your mind what is the effect of use the word to and by. If it is written to this figure, then up to that amount you have to bring it. By that amount should be decreased. This is the revaluation account. Next time we will see some more illustrations, more examples, and in the extension of the some other adjustments in case of admission, we will see. It is enough for today. Have a good day. Thank you.